Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it happens to be your very first time here. My name is Troy, and in this series, I plan to show that anybody can create a growing source of completely passive income. If this is the first time you're hearing of this series and you want to know what it's all about, I'm going to link episode 1 above my head so you can go back and watch that and get an understanding of what I'm trying to accomplish with this series. In that first episode, I explained things like why I picked the stocks I picked, how much and how often I'm going to be investing, and the overall goals of this portfolio. Once you're caught up there, feel free to watch the other episodes in order so you can see the natural progression of this portfolio, or you can just come back to this one to see where we're currently at. With that being said, if you're already caught up and you're here for your bi-weekly update, let's get to it. In today's video, I'm going to start with a quick refresher on where we left off at the end of last episode. Then I'm going to jump right into where the portfolio is currently sitting, how the most recent buys are impacting my cost basis, the all-time best and worst performers in the portfolio, my projected annualized returns based off of the current returns, any dividends received since the last update, and then to wrap the video up, I'm going to forecast my upcoming dividends and even show you 2 dividend raises I received since the last update. Now, since it's been 2 weeks since the last update, let me quickly show you where we left off. All right, and look in here, this is where the portfolio sat at the end of last episode. You guys can see that we had a goal of $125 per holding. Our previous account balance was sitting at $1,590.86, and this portfolio was in the green by $84.35 or 5.63%. So now let's go ahead and look at where this portfolio currently sits with this right here. As a reminder, every other Friday, $60 is automatically added into this portfolio and $5 is automatically invested into each and every stock. All the information you guys are going to see in today's video is going to be as of the close of market on December 27th of 2024. This portfolio is now 50 weeks old, giving us a goal of $130 per holding, and we have a new account balance of $1,609.75. So now I want to show you how the $5 investment that I just did into this portfolio is impacting the cost basis of the positions in this account with this right here. So overall, it looks like we increased our cost basis in 5 of our positions, while we decreased the cost basis in 7 of our positions. Once again, our biggest increase in cost basis goes to AVGO, which went from $147.26 per share to $149.46 per share, while our biggest decrease, no surprise, once again goes to HUM, which went from $330.29 per share to $326.70 per share. So now I want to round these numbers up, and I want to show you which stocks are my best and worst performers in this portfolio all time with this right here. And it turns out the last screenshot was a little bit of foreshadowing, as our best performer is AVGO or Broadcom. That's up $80.20 or 61.74%, while our biggest loser again is HUM or Humana. That's down $28.22 or 21.76%. Overall, we have 6 positions in this portfolio in the green and 6 positions in this portfolio in the red. And if you look down here at the very bottom, this portfolio is in the green by $43.08 or just 2.77%. So we did have a bunch of consecutive weeks in a row where the portfolio has had some pullbacks, but we have maintained a green, a positive money position in this portfolio overall. So you like to see that. So actually, let's go ahead and round these numbers up and put them on this chart that you guys will see right here to see how this portfolio is trending over the long haul. Again, going all the way back to the very first episode, and you guys can see all the way down here at episode 26, where the portfolio, as I said, is $43.08 in the green or 2.77%, which would give us an annualized return of 2.88%. We are 50 weeks in, which means next episode will be our 52nd week, a 1-year investment. So hopefully there's some kind of Santa Claus rally and we can get some gains back on this one. We'll see. So like I said, stay tuned. Obviously, keep coming back every other week for updates on this portfolio. But this is a dividend portfolio. We did get dividends since the last update, and I want to show you those right here. And looking here, it looks like we've received 1 dividend since the last episode, and that was on December 18th from ODFL in the amount of 16 cents. And if you look at this chart, you're going to be able to see the growth of that ODFL dividend since the very first time they paid me, which was on March 20th. They paid me 2 cents. Then on June 20th, they paid me 7 cents. Then on September 18th, they paid me 11 cents. And again, here we are December 18th at 16 cents. In total, ODFL has now paid us 36 cents or 5.4% of the total dividends received in this account. So let's go ahead and take this number and add it to our yearly total and our December total and see where we're at and where we're trending for the rest of the year. And if you guys look down here towards the bottom, it looks like December is sitting at 48 cents with that ODFL dividend added in. It's not done yet though. We still have more to see for the rest of December, and I'll show you guys that here in 1 second. But it looks like our quarter sum, quarter four, is already up to $2.77, while quarter three was at $2.34, quarter two was at $1.38, and quarter one we brought in a whopping 18 cents, which gives us a total, if you add all those quarters up and everything we've received so far this year, of $6.67 or 56 cents a month or 2 cents per day, which isn't bad for a very small portfolio that we're getting started to show that anybody can invest. So as I alluded to, we do have stuff left for December, and there's also January's coming up right away. So I want to show you what we have left for December and what we're expecting for January with this right here. So this screenshot right here is the same one as last episode. So the information is a little bit inaccurate here. So right here it says Broadcom's going to pay on the 29th of December. I believe they actually pay on the 31st of December. So we do have that dividend from Broadcom coming on the 31st. In addition to the interest that's going to come in this account, again, it's not much, less than 10 cents probably, also on the 31st. So I'm expecting around 60 cents left for the rest of the month, which would get us to that goal that I was talking about earlier. So you love to see that. And looking at this one right here, January is looking really juicy, guys. We're going to start this portfolio off on the right foot. We have PHM on the 3rd. We have STLD on the 16th. We have Intuit on the 17th. We have ALG on the 29th, and we have Humana on the 31st. Hopefully by then, Humana can start, picking up some steam rather, and stop sucking so much like they've done pretty much all of 2024, but that remains to be seen. And really quick before we go, I did want to mention those 2 dividend increases that I've gotten since the last episode. On December 12th, Broadcom announced an 11.3% increase to their dividend, going from 53 cents per share per quarter to 59 cents per share per quarter, to be paid on December 31st for anyone that owns the stock before December 23rd. So that has already passed. And I just thought this was pretty cool. So if you guys actually look back, on December 23rd, I owned 8.48 shares of Broadcom, and with this new dividend raise, I'll be expecting about 50 cents in dividends. Before this raise, the dividends received would have been 0.449 or about 45 cents. For me to get that same 50 cents I will now be getting thanks to the raise, I would have needed 0.944 shares, which is 0.096 more shares than I already have, which would have cost me $21.58 or more than 2 months of contributions. But thanks to this raise, I got it for quote unquote free. And the last dividend raise comes on December 17th from MasterCard, where they announced a 15% increase to their dividend, going from 66 cents per share per quarter to 76 cents per share per quarter, to be paid on February 7th of 2025 for anyone that owns the stock before January 9th of 2025. Same thing here. On December 27th, I owned 0.274 shares of MasterCard. With this new dividend raise and without any more buys between now and then, I'll be expecting about 21 cents in dividends. Before this raise, the dividends received would have been about 18 cents. For me to get that same 21 cents I will be getting thanks to the raise, I would have needed 0.315 shares, which is 0.041 more shares than I already have, which would have costed me $21.82 or about 2 more months of contributions. But thanks to the raise, again, I get it for free. And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for this bi-weekly update to the Anyone Can Invest portfolio. If you guys enjoy this series, please let me know that by leaving a like on this video, and even more so using the comment section down below to let me know what you guys think, as that really helps with the algorithm. And for anybody that is interested in this series but think it's impossible for this amount of money to ever amount to anything, if you guys want to see my dividend portfolio that I've been building for about the last 5 years that started out just like this, make sure you check that out right here. But until next time, see ya.